Good morning, Flosstube. This is Mandy. Welcome to my channel about cross stitch. If you are new here, welcome. Thank you so much for checking me out. If you are a returning viewer, thank you for coming back. Really appreciate every one of you. You can find me on Instagram at StitchingBee82, where I share my stitching stuff, my cap, some interesting stuff that I may see. I don't know. So yeah, welcome to my channel about cross stitch. I don't know if I just said that or not. It's been a morning. I've already had to frog some stitches on a piece that I just put in, so that was fun. I'll show you that in a minute. So today I've got a finish. I've got 2 new starts, a few whips. So yeah, let's just dive right into it, shall we? Hope everyone has had a great couple of weeks. I think it's been almost 2 weeks since I last filmed. Don't know what I was doing last weekend. That I guess I just didn't feel like it. Didn't have a whole lot, I guess. Is probably another part of it too, is didn't really have a whole lot to share. So go ahead and dive right into it, shall we? So my first finish, I got this done last Sunday. And it was a bit of an older whip, so it definitely needed to get done. I hadn't touched it in a long time, and so I shared it last time I filmed as a whip that I was working on, and I have it finished. So this is called Spooktacular Treat Bag is the name of it in the magazine. It was in the September 2013 issue of Cross Stitch and Needlework magazine. Absolutely love that magazine, and I miss it so much. I did not iron it, as you can see. It's fresh off the hoop. So yeah, this was such a fun piece to stitch on. I love it. Backstitch brought it to life so much. This is stitched on a piece of 18 count pewter Aida. It's even got a little spider right there. Of course, we got our black cat, pumpkins, the moon. I remember that moon was huge stitching it. And the roof was a beast, just because there was a lot of quarter stitches and then the back stitching, all that good stuff. So yeah, so that is a finish. So this made, I want to say this actually made my 13th finish for the year, which, you know, kind of fitting, right? Spooky 13th. So that is it. Alrighty, so we're going to be showing some pictures on my phone because I'm not doing the whole editing thing today. So last Sunday I was working on that piece with, while chatting with Michelle on her Twitch live, and so I was getting so close to finishing that. Well, a new piece was coming out, and well, it had come out, and so she and I decided that as soon as I was done stitching the trick or treat house, that we were gonna start this. So yeah, so Sunday it was my I finished and pretty much turned right around and started a new piece. So this is called Hex Hotel from Uncanny Kari Dees 20 Stitches, and so just got a screenshot of the pattern. So this is the hotel. I just love it. It's spooky and it's colorful and it's gonna be fun to stitch. I don't have a whole lot started. I just worked on it for a little bit that Sunday evening, so I'll be getting back to this one, of course, but we have a box. So I picked a piece of it's an 18 count color and cotton. It was from a grab bag, so I don't have the color name of it, but that's pretty much what we're looking like. It's purple. So I forget now what it was called for. The pattern called for it. It was some kind of purple. I obviously didn't have it, but I love these grab bag pieces. So I'm not gonna have a whole lot of margin on the sides. Don't know exactly how I'll finish it, but so as far as I know, I should have plenty of room on the sides to stitch it, and then we'll just have to come up with a fun way to finish it. It might actually fit right into my stitchy journal. We may just have to come up with a creative way to finish it. I don't know. But this box is going to be the very center where that spider is at. So it's the box right here around there. So that was a fun little start. Very unexpected. Wasn't planning on another start yet, but I mean, when your stitchy friends say, hey, let's get this started, you jump on and you start, right? So, start number 2. You're actually going to see some of my haul already. You've been seeing it if you peeked over my shoulder at all. Just because I still have everything in here, we're going to go ahead and show haul. This is going to be all the haul that I have for today. So, oh my gosh. Just look at this bag. It's dreamy. I love it. This is an Evertote bag, and if you know Evertote bags, you know that they are of the best quality around. Caroline is amazing. She picks out the best materials and just the quality. It's thick and it's padded. The inside is a bat material. She showed this, I was actually behind on watching her floss tubes, and so I was sitting and watching it one day, and I'm pretty sure I stopped watching her video in the middle of it, hopped over to the website. They didn't have, this is a large flat. Her version is of the large flat. They didn't have any of the medium left because, like I said, I was behind. So, but this is actually a perfect size because I've got an 8x8 Q-snap in there and it's fitting quite perfectly. So, beautiful, beautiful material there. So, this was a complete spoiling myself to get the bag. And it came with this, so the same bottom portion of the Notions pouch. That is just, it's so pretty. And again, this is really thick and like the quilted material. And then it's just kind of a white inner. Lining is the word I was looking for. So along with the bag, it came with a chart and floss for it. I already started. Like I said, that's why we're diving into this. So it comes with Leo and Roxy flosses. Oh my gosh, I just love working with these. So we've got Amethyst is the purple. It came with 2 skeins of Vampish, which is a black but with a hint of purple to it. I've already into another, the first skein, so there's 2 of those. Haystack and Sage. So the pattern, which was my new start, last night at, I don't know, 10 o'clock, I decided I needed to start it. It's called Black Cats and Spooky Bats. And it is designed by none other than Park Hopper Bart. And it is charted to use those flosses that I just held up. So I love it. Love it. Of course, anything Black Cat. I hope that's not going to be too loud. I'm hearing somebody doing yard work outside. Ooh, man, I hope that's not too loud. So we have our new start. Oh, one other thing that came with the bag. It was all packaged up so nice and neat. Had an adorable, let's see, holding that upside down, Happy Halloween, and a zipper pull. That is adorable. Ooh, wow, was that shiny. And it's a cat sitting on the moon. I love it. So my new start. Man, I hope that lawnmower is not too loud coming through. So yeah. This is stitched on a piece of 16 count color and cotton in Fennel seed. I showed this just the last video or two, I won this in a giveaway from Color and Cotton. And before I actually even got the bag in hand, I had a feeling that this was going to be perfect material. So it's not quite the same look as what the original was stitched on, but it's close. I like it. It's going to help those colors pop. I love it. Needle minder, I got that, I want to say I got that from Abby, Top Knot Stitcher Shop. She has a tendency of adding needle minders to your orders. So, that was my other news start. So if you have a chance to order a Evertote bag, hop on it, because they are some of the best quality bags that I have seen yet. Alrighty. This one I wasn't prepared for. Completely forgot about it. Sorry. There we go. So my next whip, diving in. This is a favorite of a viewer or two, I know, that they'll be happy to see. We've got Mini Dark Goddess, artwork by Carol Cavalaris, and charted by Heaven and Earth. Sorry for the glare. I am working up in here. So it's not really looking like a whole lot at the moment, but I know it's going to be stunning when we get through. This is page 3. So still have it on the Q-snap, but I've got that big white blob was done and into here. This is stitched on a piece of 16 count white Aida, 2 strands, full cross, and absolutely loving all of those purples. So last few days this week, I actually focused on it quite a few days this week, but there was a big area in here that wasn't filled in, so a couple different colors working in there. This is actually going into page 4. It was kind of easy to just follow symbols, and you know, rather than having 2 stitches over here of another color that I'm already, you know, right here. So just kind of working across pages. I'm using my iPad for marking my chart and everything, so it makes it a lot easier than my old-fashioned way of using paper charts. This needle minder was from Gina's Unique Needle Minders, I believe. No clue if it's available or not. So yeah, and then this is dropping down into whatever page is below page 3. Page 6, I guess. I don't remember. So yeah, loving this piece. Have not given it the attention that it has deserved, so it has felt great to actually work on it like 3 days this week. And been a bit of a full coverage the last couple weeks. Definitely enjoying working on those Heaven and Earth pieces again. So this is Midnight Messenger, artwork by Ann Stokes, and charted by Heaven and Earth. And I am still plugging away on that page 1. I had purchased the regular pattern, so it's traditional or other patterns before, because I knew that I'd be using you know, the paper copies. I've gotten the large print, like my Eagles and the Stitching Moon piece that I haven't worked on in ages, and Dark Goddess too. I just bought the large print. Well, this one I went ahead, because I knew I would be using the iPad right from the start, I went ahead and just bought the regular version. There's a lot of stitches on this page, so I'm still plugging away. Another 16 count white Aida, 2 strands, full cross. So this is going to be the start of the owl. Well, what I'm doing is I would find a color and just follow the symbols easy down, and like it's just easy to start filling in there. So that's kind of why we've got a weird splotch there, but that is going to be the owl. So yeah, not a whole lot of progress, I guess, on this one since the last time I shared it, but I'm definitely just working on filling in colors here. Like I said, I would just drop down easy to start filling in the owl. At one point I kind of thought about leaving the owl till, you know, getting more of the surrounding areas done, but when I saw how easy it was to just grab that color and just kind of keep stitching my way down without having to stop and start and no big jumps to get to it, it was just easy to keep following those symbols. So again, this is mini Midnight Messenger. I don't know if I said the mini or not, but it is the mini Midnight Messenger by Ann Stokes. Another piece that I just love. Alrighty, and my last whip that I'm going to share. I don't have the cover photo handy. Right here at my feet all this time. Halloween Quaker by Lila's Studio. It's been a Halloween kind of week apparently, because finishing the Trick or Treat bag and then jumping onto Hex Hotel, and last night I decided I was ready for some Halloween Quaker. So that's what we've been working on. So last night I put in this bright orange little doodad over here, and then I've been working on this big motif here. And this is the piece that I mentioned that I had to frog, what I stitched this morning. There we go. Oh, I love that material. The material is Picture This Plus in the color J, J-A-Y. And it's pretty blue. Yeah, it's not real bright or anything. It's just a subtle blue. I've got a lot of light coming in this morning. So like I said, I did the orange little doodad here. And then I've been working my way over here. So this morning, and you might even be able to see some of the threads, I got all the way up here with, you know, coming around, and I stopped and looked. I'm like, yeah, that's not right. As you can see, like from right here, that you just got this straight line down right there, right? So I was over here, and I basically was a column over to the right too far, so that you weren't going to get that nice lined up line right there. So out it came. Everything that I stitched this morning came back out, but we'll get that restitched back in. It really quick going. I mean, I worked on this last night for the evening. Yeah, this was the only piece I worked on for the evening, and so it's a really pretty quickly going. It's just, and the frogging didn't take a whole lot. It was just kind of annoying that everything that I put in this morning already had to come out. So we'll get that restitched back in today, and we'll be able to move on. So that is Halloween Quaker. So this is the big motif that's in the upper left-hand corner, down below it. I really like this one because you can see the real variegation in the threads on that. I am using all of the called for colors. This called for Classic Colorworks, and then I think just DMC 310, but I decided to spoil myself and use all of the Classic Colorworks. And so I don't remember the color name off the top of my head. Smoke, maybe? But I am stitching individual stitches to get some of that, or to get all of that, especially with that there. I think some of this over here I didn't quite so much worry about individual stitches as I moved along, because that is Blackbird, I believe. Yeah, because that's the color I'm using over here, Blackbird. And so that's really not too variegated, and like this, that's some pretty stark variegation there. Whoa. We had to get a little Stitches sighting. Say hi, Stitches. She's falling out of my arms, so. She has been such a great cuddle bug. Absolutely love having her around. And obviously, you know, the whole black cat thing. How could I not buy this bag? In fact, that one there looks like Stitches. I mean, they're all looking like her, but the way she's sitting right there just looks like stitches. So that is my stitching for the week. Well, I guess it's been 2 weeks now. Life stuff, same old, same old. I had the referral to a wound doctor, a wound specialist, because I'm still having issues with the incision that just doesn't want to heal, back from my surgery from earlier this year. And as a result of seeing him, he saw my blood work and saw that protein levels are really low. So now I get the joy of drinking these protein drinks multiple times a day. Also, vitamin D is really low, so yay. But I mean, I'm doing what I've got to do to get those numbers back up. It's annoying that yet again, I was hoping I could get a meow out of her. So I'm doing what I can to get those numbers back up again. It's crazy that yet another thing has come up, but I mean, it all goes hand in hand, and I know that some vitamin deficiencies can definitely, wreak havoc on other things. So hopefully working on getting those numbers back up, and we can start getting back to some level of normalcy again. So I'm feeling good, just for the most part. Things are, definitely getting back to normal somewhat there, but just got to get some of these other things back going again. So at least I'm stitching. I'm doing a little bit of reading right now. Not a whole lot, but, doing what I can, I guess. So work is going really well. Actually last Friday, not yesterday, but the week before, I actually had a chance to go into the office for the afternoon. Had some training of a new hire, and so just spent the afternoon at the office, saw my team lead, and it was weird being back in the office. It was kind of a cool change of scenery, I guess, again, but I'm definitely not ready to go back to working in an office again. And I'm really hoping that they can keep us continuing to stay working at home, because that's where I prefer. So that's my life in a nutshell, I guess. So I hope everyone is doing well and stitching, getting lots of X's in. And yeah, mild weather here in Michigan. I'm loving it. Definitely over the hot temps. So that's about it. I'm just going to keep rambling now if I don't stop. So I hope everyone is staying safe, getting lots of stitching, and take care. And we'll see you again in the next week or two. Take care, everyone.